Hey everyone, welcome back and welcome back to the Tiny Mic. This means we have a chit chat video today, and this one might ruffle some feathers. I don't know if you guys have seen the trend of the relationship Icks, which are basically little pet peeves that people have regarding relationships and what their significant others might do that will turn them off completely and make them want to run out the door. I don't have many of those, but I do have a few regarding style. So fashion icks that I just cannot ignore. And I don't want anybody taking these personally. I have done a video in the past talking about a few items that I believe are not very elegant or are hard to make elegant. And I was surprised at how many people in the comments felt a little attacked, and that is not my intention ever, because fashion is so much more democratic than just a girl talking to a camera about what she likes and what she doesn't like. So take this with a grain of salt. In fact, a lot of the pictures that I'm going to show you are from some of my favorite content creators and fashion influencers. So it doesn't mean that I don't love their style. It's just those little fashion choices that drive me up a wall. So get yourselves a nice little cup. I have some tea, which seems very appropriate because we're going to be spilling some when it comes to fashion on this video, beginning with half-tucked shirts. Whenever I see someone wearing a half-tucked shirt, my instinct is just wanting to tuck it in completely. It feels wrong. I know that there is such a thing as the French tuck, which is basically tucking in just the front of a shirt. That is supposed to be a classic kind of styling little thing, but that already kind of just doesn't sit right with me. And I feel that whenever I try to do it, it just doesn't look right. But some people manage to pull it off, so okay. But the half tuck, it's giving a little forced. It's giving artificially wanting to seem laid back when you're intentionally styling. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments, what do you think about this? But I feel that that wrong proportion between one side and the other, that point sort of part of the shirt hanging out, is never flattering. It looks asymmetrical. I don't like it. I don't like it. I have never liked it. I have tried to force myself into wearing it. No, it's a no. It's a no for me. And something else that is a total no for me are PVC shoes. Any type of PVC shoes. It can be designer Jimmy Choo's, or it can be from Zara. I don't care. I don't care what the style is. I don't care what the color is. I don't care if there's embellishment of Swarovski crystals. PVC should not be around your feet. I don't know if this is an impression kind of biased, because I feel a lot of heat on my feet whenever I wear anything, and I do know that if I ever were to sport a pair of PVC shoes, it would just steam up like a sauna and look really, really bad. But again, plastic does not really scream luxury, does it? It doesn't really communicate elegance. It doesn't communicate quality, craftsmanship. It communicates you could be doing this in your basement with a glue gun and getting the same result. So if you have spent $800 on a pair of PVC stilettos, more power to you. That is just not something that I'll ever be able to do, especially because I don't know, maybe some of you will have one or two of these in your wardrobes and you can sound off in the comments, but I think they might hurt a little bit, no? Because when they are made in leather, shoes will usually form to your feet. They will give in a little bit here. They will have some more structure. It is a living material, so it kind of moves and forms with your body a bit more organically. I feel that PVC is just a capsule around your foot. It's just that plasticky, literally, footwear that won't truly let your feet move naturally, bend naturally. I don't know. What do you guys think? I guess my only exception to this would be flip-flops for the beach or for the pool, because then you want something that is completely waterproof and you can't really get around plastic. But other than that, it's a complete no. Complete no. Third style ick, and this one I speak from experience, so I do feel validated and justified in critiquing it because I have sported it, I have suffered from it, I've been a victim. So don't come at me in the comments. Are pants that are supposed to be for suiting or to look tailored, but that are too tight, so they show the curves of your legs and of your derriere and almost look as if they are made for a person 2 sizes smaller than you. This is not a diss on anybody's body type, again, because I have suffered from this. I have, within my body structure, I have larger thighs, I have larger hips, so the pants that I try on, especially from fast fashion, never look right. They cling to things that I don't want being clung to. They will get into the thigh gap, they will get into the bottom of the bum and show through cellulite, and I cannot feel good wearing a piece like that. I have tried many times, and it drives me up a wall because I have friends that have a slightly different body type from mine that can buy those pants at affordable prices and look great. But trust me when I tell you that when you are throwing on a pair of tailored trousers, you want them to elevate your look. Trousers in lieu of jeans, for instance, are supposed to give that dressed up feel. So if they don't fit you properly, they will have the exact opposite effect. This might mean going a size bigger and getting them adjusted. This might mean going to a seamstress and getting them bespoke. This might mean trying on pants from 1,000 different brands. I have done all of the above, and I have to say that when you find the pants that actually fit you properly, it's like a breath of fresh air. Whenever you throw them on, you look better. So don't skimp on the trousers. The blazer you can get from fast fashion. Zara does amazing blazers, but the pants, I would be a little bit more demanding when it comes to the pants. Fourth style ick, and this has been more popular over the last couple of years, and I think it's kind of connected to the old money aesthetic, quite luxury, stuff like that, which is when a person is already wearing a blazer, a coat, a sweater, a piece of outerwear, and they throw on over their shoulders a knit, or they kind of knot it at the front. So you're already wearing an item of clothing that is keeping you warm. So that sweater over your shoulders is pure, like, aesthetic detail, has no function at all, and that drives me crazy. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know if you guys remember in the 2000s when these guys would layer a bunch of polos. So when you went out clubbing and stuff like that, you would see these guys sort of wearing 3-4 polo shirts, one over the other, with the collars layered. And I never understood that. It always got to me and made me want to scream. And this has the same effect. I don't know why people do this. I understand that shawl, kind of something around your neck, is very trendy, and I have seen a lot of coats that have a detachable kind of scarf. I have shown you one in my last season haul, so you know what I'm talking about. Edit here. That detail around the neck can be very interesting and can be a beautiful point of styling that looks sophisticated yet understated. However, when it is a sweater over a blazer or over a coat, it's clear that it's not effortless. It's just something that it's there. So if you want to sport something, for instance, I love the look of a beautiful silk scarf over a blazer. It's so classic, looks luxurious, looks like it's supposed to be there, looks complimentary. and not superfluous. I guess it's what I'm trying to say. Next one is not really a styling sort of ick, but a design ick. I hate droopy earrings. I hate them. I feel like some beautiful earrings have been jeopardized by the simple wrong placement of the pin that goes in your ear, because I do think that when you are wearing earrings, especially those beautiful kind of button earrings, you want the upper part of your lobule. Is that how you say it?
Lobule.
Lobule, yeah.
Lobule.
The upper part of the lobule should be slightly covered, but some earrings will just droop. So you completely lose the effect of what would be a beautiful piece of jewelry. I will add an example here because I have a beautiful pair of earrings that have suffered this awful trauma, and it pains me because I want to wear them. I can't get rid of them, but they just don't look right. I'm not talking about people who have perhaps the hole of their earring that has gone down a little bit or that is placed down. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the earrings that are not designed properly. And then finally, now, this one will get some of you mad. I understand. I understand that sometimes sneakers are the only solution, or we cannot be slaves to fashion. Sometimes function has a role to play. And for instance, if you are traveling, you want to look cute on pictures, but you also want to be able to promenade and walk around and do your sightseeing with comfort. Pairing sneakers with a dress might seem like the only solution. But man, oh man, I cannot do it. I have tried so many times. I can't pair sneakers with a dress. I simply can't. It feels like I am divided in two. It seems like I am two people trying to do the same thing, like those magician boxes that get serrated at the middle. I don't know why. I see other people wearing it and they seem carefree and they seem comfortable and they seem more dressed up than if they were wearing, for instance, gym clothes with those sneakers. I went to Rome recently and I saw a lot of people at the Vatican wearing beautiful kind of prairie dresses with very streamlined, kind of simple white sneakers. And I thought, they look great. They don't look bad. But for some reason, I cannot do it. I can't do it. I have to put on a pair of flats. I have to throw on a pair of flat sandals, maybe a block heel at times, but sneakers, I just can't. Maybe I should do some exposure therapy, like wear them a minute a day, perhaps in the house, to get used to them. And then eventually I'll be able to pull them off in public. Who knows? This is it, everyone. These are my style icks, my fashion pet peeves that I simply cannot get on board with. I'm actually a little sweaty because I'm a people pleaser. And I feel that being honest on the internet usually brings with it some criticism as well. So let's try and keep things light in the comment section. Tell me what are some of you guys' icks so that I don't feel too alone and too judgmental. Hopefully you found this at least entertaining. Nobody asked for my opinion, so again, don't take it too seriously. It's all in good fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see each other again next time. Bye bye.